Hello, today we are going to be making my Re-Nourish shepherd's pie. Now this is suitable for everybody because we're making it with quorn mince today. The topping is a gorgeous sweet potato. I absolutely love sweet potato. It's a nice natural sweetness that adds the perfect finesse to the rest of the dish. So we're using 600 grams of sweet potato here, which we're going to be finely chopping, and then adding into a large dish here, which we're going to bring to the boil for around 15 minutes. Sweet potatoes are also a really good source of beta-carotene, and there's that old myth that all orange things contain vitamin A, which helps you see in the dark, but actually stuff that does contain vitamin A does help with your eye health. So a bit of a wives' tale, but not completely. So I've chopped an onion already. We've got our mushrooms and carrots. You want to thinly chop these. Now when you're looking at adding loads of vegetables, it's very, very important that you get them in season if you can, but don't be scared of getting frozen produce because it actually retains a lot of the nutrition as well. I always cook with a little bit of olive oil. It is my favorite oil to use, the Mediterranean style of cooking, and the most researched too. We're just lightly frying off the mushrooms and the carrots, and we're going to season it with some salt and pepper. Okay, we're now going to add some garlic to the pan, get our thyme in and get some flavour and juices flowing. Sun-dried tomatoes just add that extra texture and delicious flavour to any item of food. It's a really good addition to have. So we're going to be adding the quorn mince now, which is the main bulk of protein for this dish. It's a really good vegetarian option. It's made from something called mycoprotein, which is basically mushrooms. So at home you can choose which type of mince you want. I think quorn works perfectly as a meat replacement. One of my favourite sources of vegetarian protein are lentils. They're also an amazing source of iron, and I think a lot of vegetarians sometimes think, how do I get my iron? Well, lentils may be your thing. So we are using some pre-cooked lentils here. You can get them in your little microwave pouches at home or in a can, or if you have the time, you can cook those in advance as well. And then after the lentils going in, we're going to be adding some lovely veggie stock to this recipe. We're now adding some balsamic vinegar. I love the taste of balsamic. It's funny because I don't love vinegar much, but adding a little bit of this to the dish really gives it a little extra punch. Right, we're going to leave that now for about 15 to 20 minutes to simmer away in the pan whilst we get our mashed potato ready for the topping. We're now going to mash our sweet potato for the toppings. It's one of my favourite bits. If you've got any frustration today, let's take it out on the potatoes. So we're also going to add a knob of butter here just to ease with the mash. But it's important to remember, if you are a vegan, you don't have to have butter. You can always add coconut oil instead. That does the job just as nicely as the butter. So now we've got our topping, it's ready to go. We're going to decant the mixture into our dish and add the topping, and then it goes over to the oven. Okay, to add some extra detail to the top, if you just get a fork, and then we're going to add some grated lemon to add a little bit of zest. I think there's nothing better than having that final after note once you've had that first bite of your meal. And we're going to add a pinch of rosemary as well. So we're now going to pop this in for just 10 minutes. So this is a dish that's perfect for families. You can freeze the leftovers as well, so you don't have to get through it all in one go. It is looking so good. You can see the brown edges now coming up, which means it's good to go, and we're going to have that lovely crispy topping. Now that is smelling divine. You get hints of the rosemary. You can see the crispy topping there. When we cut into it, this will be the perfect texture. It smells amazing and it's ready to go. So if you like this video, please do comment below, hit subscribe, and let me know how you guys get on in the kitchen.